Coming up this week on Virginia Dirt Pirate. Wagon wheel rim buried in the ground. Another piece of mid-1800s iron rail. This looks interesting. This looks like a watch. This was ringing up exactly like a silver dime. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to be going to a site that I haven't been to for a while. I think the last time I was there was last September. But I did find some nice stuff. I found a 1900 Indian head penny, star heel plate, and a really nice USA bridal rosette. So there is some good stuff there. The site dates from, I guess, around the time of the Civil War until about 1900. It's about a half an hour, maybe 45-minute drive from here. So let's go ahead and hit the road and we'll get out there and see what we can find. All right, back at it again today. Nice day today. Heading to a spot that I haven't been to since September of last year, 2024. This road here leads down to a home site that I think is probably late 1800s, early 1900s. Found a Indian head penny that was exactly 1900. Also found a star heel plate, which is probably Civil War era. Found a few other interesting things. There's another site across the gully from this one that seems like a really nice site, but I've never found anything there, except for mostly modern stuff, you know, that hunters dropped and whatnot, cans and things. Except for one, what looks like a button, might be a lead pewter button. And if that's the case, it might be a very early site, and stuff might be rather deep. And the last time I came through here, I had the small coil with me. So this time, I have the big coil. And we'll see what we can find. That one's definitely falsing. Seems to be a lot of big iron signals in the area. I'm getting a lot of falsing. So I'm going to dig some of them up and see what's going on here. Wagon wheel rim buried in the ground. Pretty good size. Took a lot of doing to get it out, but I'm not bringing it home. I'm gonna leave it leaning against this tree. Maybe I'll come and get it at a future date. Another piece of mid-1800s iron rail buried in the ground. Huh. The last time I found one, it was U-shaped. Obviously one of Sherman's neckties. This one's in the ground a ways, and I'm going to keep pulling on it until I get it out. We'll see what it looks like. Nope, just a short, straight piece of old iron rail. Probably being used as an anvil, would be my guess. Interesting. And another piece, slightly shorter. He must have been doing some blacksmithing. It's the only thing I can think of. Finally, a high tone. Starting to get into some non-ferrous now. Okay, so this is a shotgun shell. This is one of the full brass ones. This is probably older. These I think got started around the 1870s, 1880s. I guess they still make them, but they started making them pretty early. These ones. There is a shotgun shell database, and you could tell from the head stamp what year they came out usually, or a date range anyway. So, well, that's cool. So at least it's not your typical shotgun shell. Well, here's a pretty good signal. All right, go ahead and dig it up. So this appears to be part of a pocket watch. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to take a look around here and see if the rest of it is in the area. Okay. So here is more of the pocket watch. It's a small pocket watch. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I think that's what it is. All right. Still getting some high tones down in the hole. I have to dig it out and see what's down there. It's well below the line, and I'm hearing iron. Well, I think I'll go ahead and dig it anyway. Might be two signals. I don't know. We'll find out. This looks like a watch. Maybe it's a gold watch, huh? I don't know. We'll see. All right. This looks pretty solid. Could easily be a shotgun shell. But we'll go ahead and dig it up. Okay. Things are picking up a little bit. Here's a spoon. Looks like a fairly nice spoon. It's bent and I think it's broken. Anyway, that's different. Rang up just like a shotgun shell. There's a good one. This was ringing up exactly like a silver dime. Oh my God. That's exactly what it is. It's a Merc. Oh my God, that's awesome. Wow. What a day. I see a buckle, I think, hiding right next to this root. Nope, it's not a buckle. It's something else, like part of an alarm clock. We'll see what this is. Well, This looks interesting. It's a button, I think. Pretty sure it is. Time to clean it up. All right, getting late, so I'm heading back to the truck. Had a lot of fun today. Found some interesting stuff. A few things that were too big to bring home, but that's all right. I think we can push the age of this site forward to the 1920s, I think. I'd say it's probably occupied from maybe the mid 1800s till late 1920s. That would be my guess. Anyhow, it was a very enjoyable hunt today. Had a lot of fun. All right, time for the weekly wrap up. As I said, I hadn't been to this site in about 6 months. The last time I was there, found some very interesting things, and this time around, found some more interesting stuff. Found a lot of the usual shotgun shells and a somewhat unusual shotgun shell. This one is a UMC club. And according to the shotgun shell database, they started making these in 1885. So it's a little bit older. I think I've probably found close to 10,000 of the paper shotgun shells. I have a whole bunch of them sitting in a plastic tub. But I've only ever found 4 of these full brass ones, so they're a little bit less common. This, I think, is part of a clock, like the back of a clock. When I went to upload the video, I realized it had no sound. So I didn't include it. But anyhow, there it is. Also found part of yet another pocket watch. I think this is the 3rd one I've found this year. Either a whole pocket watch or part of one. And I thought this was probably the back to the pocket watch, but I don't think it is. I think this is probably from a pendant. It has a design on the back. It's a little bit smaller than the pocket watch. So that's interesting. Found another mercury dime. I love finding mercury dimes. They're my favorite silver coin, probably because I find so many of them. But they are a beautiful coin. This one's in 1924. Found a very nice spoon. This one was probably silver plated at one time. And of course, we found a harmonica reed plate. I mean, it wouldn't be an episode without a harmonica reed plate. I mean, you know, come on. And the star of the show this time around is this wristwatch. Now, this is a Gruen Guild Quadron Swiss men's watch. It's Art Deco style, and it's 14 karat gold in a curved Wadsworth case. Now, it says that they are 14 karat gold with metal reinforced. I don't know exactly what that means. I've found 2 exact examples of this watch online that were for sale, and neither of them were working watches, and they ranged in price from $500 to $1,000 in non-working condition. According to the one post, these are pre-1920. That's about all the information I could find on it, but it's very unusual and I was very, very happy to find it. This one has someone's initials on the back. It says NR. I have no idea who that is. And we also found this. It looks like a piece of jewelry, probably a pin. Very nice open work. Has a nice design on it. Has what looks like a shank on the back, but I don't think it's a button. I think it's probably a pin. But it's very nice, very interesting. Aside from that, just found a little bit of junk, a piece of a battery cable, and I have no idea what this is. But anyhow, if you like what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. It would really help me out. And remember, dig it all, fill in your holes, and leave nothing but footprints.